draft from Penn State, Jahan Dotson. Jahan?
Everybody, just a reminder, please state your name and affiliation before you ask your question. Make sure you have the mic.
Hey, John Kine from ESPN. I guess the basic question is, what has it been like for you since you were made the pick? What's it been like the last 12, 14 months?
Honestly, you probably hear me say this a lot, but a dream come true. It's been a crazy 24 hours just leading up to this moment. It's everything I could have dreamed of and more, honestly, especially having my family and friends here with me. It's literally everything I could have dreamed of. It's truly a dream come true. It's something I've been working towards all my life, and I'm just ecstatic to be in this moment.
When that pick happens, and over the last time, what do you reflect back on in terms of your journey to get to this point? What's the thing that jumps out the most to you?
Yeah, so many things, but literally having my parents there by my side, that was big to me, just because through it all, like they've been by my side. So every step of the way, every moment, just reflecting on my young childhood days when there was a lot of sacrifice that led to this moment and a lot of hard work. Just thinking about all those times where things weren't always so pretty, but at the end of the day, we made it happen, and we got to this moment.
Nikki Jabala with Washington Post. Who have you met as you've walked around, and have you heard from any veteran players yet?
Yeah, I met Khaleke Hudson when I walked in the building, Coach Rivera. Haven't really got to meet most of the staff yet. Had a Zoom meeting with Coach Terrell throughout the process, but that's pretty much it. Just looking forward to meeting everyone.
As you began this process, just the whole pre-draft process, did you go in with any expectations of what it might be like? Did you talk to any guys about their own process to get a sense for it?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely coming from Penn State, we have a lot of guys that's playing in the NFL right now. And speaking of that, my roommates in previous years, Micah Parsons and Jason Owe, just talking to those guys and seeing what it's like to be a professional. You go from being a college student to being a professional in the snap of an eye. So just learning the ins and outs of the NFL and what it takes to be successful at this level as they are, and just learning everyday life.
How did you get to D.C. and how much time, if at all, have you spent here? Yeah,
I just got here this morning. Hopped on a private jet, which is pretty cool. But yeah, this is I haven't been to DC much, as I'm not too far from here, but haven't been here much. So just looking forward to being introduced to the city.
If you watch your tape, you have some kind of ridiculous catches, and I'm curious about the one about against Ohio State when you leapt up and grabbed it. Just how are you kind of able to do that and just being in the position to haul in a ball like that?
Yeah, it's just a lot of hard work, God-given ability, and honestly, just years and years of just catching a football. I play catch with myself all the time, just throwing the ball to myself, practicing one-handed catches, laying in my bed, practicing one-handed catches. It's more just the hard work that I put in over the years, and just my focus on what really matters to me, and that's catching a football.
Steve Warner, Associated Press. John, I'm sure you watched Carson Wentz in your high school years and college years. What do you make of the opportunity of playing with him, being able to catch passes from Carson Wentz?
Yeah, it's honestly amazing. He actually texted me last night, and I read the text about 5 times because I couldn't believe Carson Wentz was texting my phone. But it's pretty cool, honestly, seeing him play, watch him play for the Eagles, watch him play for the Colts, and being able to play alongside of him is honestly a dream come true. I wouldn't rather have it any other way, and I just can't wait to get to work with him.
What do you think?
He's just telling me congratulations, soak in the moment, enjoy the moment, and he's going to be ready to get to work.
Do you have a relationship with Terry McLaurin from just both being in the Big Ten and facing off on the college ranks?
I haven't talked to Terry. I'm looking forward to that. I played against him a couple years while he was at Ohio State. They got the best of us a couple times, but it was pretty cool. He's a great athlete, one of the best in the NFL right now, and I just can't wait to learn from him.
Just from talking with you last night and even right now, you seem comfortable.
Yeah.
Has any part of this process been overwhelming? I mean, your life dramatically changed.
Yeah, it honestly hasn't hit me yet, and I don't know when it will, but I'm kind of like this all the time, pretty much chill, laid back, Always like to feel like I'm comfortable. So, yeah, I'm like this all the time. Yeah, I'm just a quiet kid who's pretty much looking to just play football.
Jahan, welcome to DC. Jordan Giorgio, NBC Sports Washington. I know you're a longtime Cowboys fan.
Yeah.
How do you think it'll feel when you step on that field for their rival team and you get to compete against them, especially your former teammate,
Yeah.
Micah Parsons?
It's going to be amazing, honestly, to play him twice a year, beat him twice a year. It's going to be really cool. And to play against Micah, he FaceTimed me last night, and he was like, you got to see me twice a year. So that's going to be a challenge in itself, and I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
Pete Haley with NBC Sports Washington. I'm sure you've got some more important things on your plate right now, but have you given any thought to what number you'll be wearing here in D.C.?
I'm giving a little bit of thought into it. I don't know if I'm supposed to announce that yet. I can announce that I'll be wearing number 1. That was something I had to go over last night. I felt like number 1 was kind of the perfect thing. I'm the first Commanders pick ever. One of my best friends, one of my greatest mentors, KJ Hamler, he wears number 1. So it's pretty cool to have that number on my back and represent the Commanders.
You mind introducing who you brought with you today?
Yeah, I got my dad, Al Dotson, my mom, Robin Dotson, my cousin, John Porter, his wife, Linda, and my best friend, Mahan.
Nice. I had read that your dad wouldn't let you quit the middle school basketball team.
Yeah. A lot of long Sunday afternoons spent in the gym when I did not want to. Early mornings, getting up, training for basketball. My dad always taught me never just be a football player, always be an athlete, because it can take you a long way. And just little life lessons like that stuck out with me throughout my life. So I'm super thankful for him.
Charlotte McBride, WSA 9 here. I'm curious, how many texts and phone calls did you receive in the last 12 hours?
Yeah, insane amount. More than you could ever imagine, more than I could ever imagine, to be honest with you. And the person like myself, I want to reach out back to everyone, but I'm trying to work through it, literally in the time I get. But I have literally the biggest support system in the world, so like I'm super thankful for that, and I just want to tell everyone that I'm thankful for that. So hopefully I get to reach out back to everyone.
I know you said you heard from Carson. Who else kind of surprised you? Anybody reach out that you weren't expected to hear from?
Yeah, Carson reached out. Desmond Howard, he reached out to me. Who else? I'm trying to think. I can't think off the top of my head. I'm still going through my text messages, but I'll be sure to let you guys know.
I know last night you said you were surprised, you were shocked. Has it set in yet? I mean, you're here, you're standing in front of us.
Right.
You're in front of a Washington Commanders podium. Has it set in yet?
It honestly hasn't. And that could just be me, honestly. Like I said, I'm like this all the time, but I'm really ecstatic for the moment, and I just can't wait to get started.
Ethan Cadeau, NBC Sports Washington. You said KJ Hamler was one of your mentors. Are there any other receivers you like to mimic your game after?
Yeah, I watch a lot of guys. I don't really necessarily mimic my game after them. I take little pieces from their game and try to like put that into my game, I guess. But I don't really mimic anyone in a sense. I like to see myself as a very versatile receiver who can kind of do it all. So taking little things from different guys that excel in the league and just implementing those things into my game.
It was a good year to be a receiver. There were 6 in the top 20 picks. So what
Yeah.
was it like going through the process, getting to know those guys and kind of being associated with such a distinguished class?
Yeah, it's amazing, honestly, just to see how those guys work every single day. I was very fortunate to be able to train with Garrett Wilson, Wandale Robinson, Charleston Rambo, guys like that, back in Scottsdale, Arizona at Exos. And it was pretty cool just working with those guys every day, pushing against those guys every day. You're going up against the best talent in the country and guys that you're gonna be playing on Sunday. So,
John, how hard was that decision last year to go back? How close were you to coming out?
Yeah, it wasn't a very hard decision for me, just because I saw the benefits of me staying one more year, and I just realized that it was better for me, better for my family, and better for everyone around me to just take another step back and take a year of school and really focus on my craft and basically perfect my craft. And I feel like that's what I did, and I'm just always eager to learn more. So the year that I had, it was really beneficial to me and the people around me.
I know it's been a pretty busy last 16 hours, but have you thought ahead about, what the next step is for you to get ready for your rookie year?
Not really. I'm just kind of taking this moment in, and then pretty much focus on the next thing, and that's rookie minicamp, coming in and making sure I'm ready for that. Kind of not looking too far ahead in the future because then things can pass you on, but just enjoying every moment that I'm in, just living my dream, and just can't wait to get here and work.
And going back for your senior season, where do you feel like you made the most strides? Where do you feel like you improved the most in your game?
Yeah, I would say just becoming a complete receiver. I was really subject to being able to play one side of the field, playing only outside, not really showing my versatility. And due to my coaches, they did a great job using me in that sense this year, being able to move me everywhere on the field and being able to show my versatility and what I can do on the football field. So a huge credit to them, and pretty much just putting in the hard work and really learning what it's like to train like a pro and try to be like a pro every day. So I approach that mentality every single day when I came to work at Penn State, and I'm just looking to translate that here.
Ron said your catch radius was something that drew them to you, and I was wondering, and your ability to win 50-50 balls, where does that come from?
Yeah, I have a lot of cousins, and I'm the youngest of about 8 cousins, I would say, and being that young cousin, you gotta kind of grow up. Everyone's bullying you a little bit, so I was in the park at a very young age, and my cousin who kind of taught me how to play football, he would play catch with me when I was about 3 or 4 years old. And if I dropped any ball at 3 or 4 years old, I'm doing 10 push-ups every time. So catching a football has always been something that I kind of didn't take for granted, just because I think of that in the back of my head every single time I drop a ball. So little things like that have been with me forever, and they will stick with me forever. So catching the ball, I really take pride in that, and I forever will.
Take a couple more.
When the run of receivers started last night, did that kind of get your attention and you started to wonder where you were going to go, or how did the night kind of play out in that respect?
Yeah, I had a feeling that so many receivers going early, that maybe my name could get called, but honestly, with the NFL draft, you have no idea. You honestly don't. And I had no idea where I was going to go, what pick I was going to be. So it was pretty cool, and I'm just super thankful to be here. Playing in the NFL was always my dream, and being close to home is just it's amazing, honestly. Not too far from home, being able to have my family here, it's amazing.
And then with the push-ups, did you ever get tired of doing them, or is that something that you don't like doing now because you were
Yeah,
so young, right?
I got tired of that real quick. So catching the ball is something that I will always do.
Anything else? All right, appreciate it. We'll take some photos over here.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.